What up, though? Welcome. Christmas came early for your boy today. Excuse my voice, I'm a little under the weather, but Christmas came early. Let me tell you why. So, Black Friday, I decided to go back to the Kindle Scribe. This is the refreshed version for 2024. And the reason I decided to come back to this was two reasons. One, I'm invested in the Kindle ecosystem. I subscribe to Kindle Unlimited. I have a Kindle Paperwhite, and so I do some reading on my Kindle Paperwhite. But I also I really like the premium pen. I like that it has an eraser. I like the feeling of writing on the Kindle device. I like the fact that my reading content and where I take notes is in the same device. And the fact that it's just e-ink, right? I have an iPad. I wanted to keep it simple. And so I just really appreciate the experience here. But then, I discovered that they were releasing something called a Kindle Scribe Color. And so guess who was up at midnight on December 10th trying to get themselves a Kindle Scribe? It was me. If you haven't guessed, it was me. I was the person who was up. And it didn't come out until the next day. So I was up at midnight for no reason. But anyhow, today, my friendly Amazon delivery person trenched through my snow and icy front yard. I did put salt out there. Trenched through to come and deliver me. You see it? A Scribe Color. I'm colorblind. I don't even see colors. I see colors, but I'm colorblind, and I'm still excited about this. I think the things that I'm excited about is one, this has an 11-inch. I think it's inches. Does that make sense? Yes. It has an 11-inch screen compared to I think it's like a 10.2. Actually, I have the box right here. You don't have to guess these things. 10.2 versus the 10.2. So look, it is going to be not about 0.8 bigger, but here we go. Even the box you see is slightly bigger. So this is gonna be a little bigger. I'll get more screen real estate to write. There's gonna be some color, and I think I already have the premium pen, so that doesn't change. But there's some new technology, there's some updates that happen inside of this. So this is the unboxing. So I grabbed the graphite 64 gigabyte version. I was gonna go with the 32. I think I went with the 32 with this one. Yep, tungsten 32 on this one. They do have a fig, but it doesn't come out until January, February, and your boy wasn't gonna wait. So here we are, graphite 64. Then I went ahead and grabbed I think this is plant-based leather Folio. They did have a version that was sort of the open book format, but I really like the fact that this flips over like a notepad, and this becomes really, really convenient because you can magnetically have that here. And so this sort of just like, let me show you here. This, it kind of sits up and props up. So if you're somewhere reading or drawing, you kind of have an easel already. And as you can see, look at that cute little dog. I did this last night while putting my daughter to bed, because that's where I take my notes and do some doodling while I wait for her to go to sleep so I can get on with the rest of my life. All right, but enough of that. So I did like that. Put this back in here. And a leather one is, or plant-based leather. I don't even know what that means, but a plant-based leather one seems a little more adult. So we'll see. All right, so that's that. Let's open this up. Let's get it open. All right, so let me read some of the specs here. 11-inch glare-free, color-soft display, auto-adjusting, faster performance, write in color across notebooks, documents, and ebooks. Use AI to search your notes and get quick answers. That's a new feature. We didn't have that on the previous. Refine and summarize your notes with AI notebook tools. Convert handwritten notes to text and share. That was already available. And then, of course, access to millions of titles in the Kindle store. All right, here's me unboxing so you can see this. Actually, I wonder if these are the same pencils. All right, I gotta read this quote here. It says, mere color, unspoiled by meaning and unallied with definite form, can speak to the soul in 1,000 different ways. Sir Oscar Wilde. Look at that. All right. So we get in the box the premium pen, Is this pen thicker? Hold on, let's pause. I know y'all waiting on that, but no, we gotta look at these pens. All right, so this is the white one versus this one. Let's see the difference here. Oh, they are different. All right, so we got different pens. So as you can see, this is the one that comes with the regular Kindle Scribe, not the new refresh. There is a brand new Kindle Scribe, but this comes with the older 10.2 inch Kindle Scribe. So there's an indentation here. There's still the clicky button there, if you can see that. And then you have your eraser top. But on the new one, there's no indentation. This is in white. We still have the clicky button. So I wonder how that's gonna affect the ergonomics. This one's a little thicker, feels a little more weighted, so we'll have to see. All right, now, look at this. Look at this, where ideas flow in color. Oh, it also comes with a nice braided USB-C. I dig that. What is this? Oh, so you can get your pen tips out. Probably comes with some extra pen tips, but I like this braided USB-C. I needed another one of those. I don't think the other one came with a braided one. Anyhow, all right, here we go. Let's see how I can do this so that it remains appealing and sexy for you. Okay, chill out, bro. Chill out. Hey, can y'all see it? Is it in color? Hey, I don't know if it's open. Anyway, all right, let's take out the look. So, most of the screen, it's very thin. That's the graphite color. Now let me get the original and compare, because I'm sure you all want to see a nice comparison in size, etc. All right, so here we go. Let me back up. So you can see that. Kind of get a look at the thickness. Go ahead, camera, get that action. And then, yeah, I mean, it does have, I can actually see a little bit of color there. But, you know, definitely more screen real estate, which I appreciate. Then I don't have to, you know, turn the pages so fast. One thing I wish that these had was the continuous scroll. I love that continuous scroll instead of having to like flip through the different pages. Set this right here. It has the foot pegs on the back. So it still has those, so that's beautiful. Let's go ahead and turn this on. Gotta see what that color looks like. Can y'all see that color? Okay, it's firing up. I mean, it does feel pretty light in the hand. Let me go ahead and set this down. While it fires up, let me go ahead and go through these prompts. So this is the 64 gigabyte. I think it was about $650 versus the 32, which is like $629. So there was probably about a $40, $50 difference. I did do the Amazon trade-in for 20%. I have an old Alexa sitting around here somewhere that's probably not being used, so I went ahead and did the trade-in for that. So I'm getting $5 for that device, but I ended up getting 20% off, which was more valuable than the $5. So 20% off of this, which ended up being about $130, which I thought was a great deal. Oh, as this loads up, look at that. There is color. Like, I can see that there's some color there. It's subtle. And that's what I heard about this. I heard that the color was going to be subtle and, you know, not like an iPad or some LCD screen. And I think I appreciate that subtleness. Again, like, I'm colorblind, so the colors don't necessarily matter to me as much, but it would be nice to see a different color if I'm going to highlight, or even when I'm drawing or sketching, to be able to throw some colors in there, I think will be nice. And maybe, who knows, maybe I'll get into some comic books. All right, so it knows my name. It's already hooked up to my Wi-Fi. I'm not gonna show you guys that. Let me go ahead and hit next here. So right now, it's gonna download the update and restart the Kindle. So while we're waiting on that, let me go ahead and unbox the Folio case here. So Kindle Scribe Folio case. This one is also in graphite. Go ahead and unbox this. The case is nice because it's magnetic. One of the things that kept me going back and forth from using an electronic device to write versus a pencil and paper is because when I open up a notebook, it's right there, right? Immediately. As soon as I open it, I'm able to start taking notes. And I like the fact that when you have this on, as soon as you peel it back, whatever you were last on, notebook or book, it's right there. So here we go. I sort of botched that unboxing, but we have the plant-based leather. It's fake. I don't know what plant-based means, but it's not real leather. I guess it's more environmentally friendly, so I'll go with that. But it feels fake. It feels like the cheaper version of the 3, which it was. I think maybe I probably would have went with the canvas again, but whatever. Inside, microfiber. Maybe I'll change eventually. You get the holder for your pencil or your pen, although it does have the magnet on the side, so you can connect it to the side, which is what I usually do most often. And I read that there's a stronger magnet connection here. Oh yeah, that's on there. Oh yeah. So it's a little more difficult to knock off. So I think this works fine. I guess if you were transporting or had it in your backpack, maybe you put it in here just in case. But again, I think this is fine. Let me see if that was the case here. So the difference in this pencil and that one is that part that has the indentation is actually the part that has the magnet that connects there. I kind of like that. But we'll see what the writing experience is going to be here. Because now on this one, you have to kind of like find where that's at. All right, so here we are. Actually, let me put this. I'm all over the place. That's all good. Let me put this in here so that we're protected. This is how it looks in the case. So you got that kind of sticking out a little bit more. Whereas, just want you all to be able to see some of these differences here. Since I have the luxury of having both devices. Even with this, there's sort of like a built-in indentation here, so it sort of hides the pen a little bit. I kind of appreciate that. This one doesn't necessarily do it, so it sticks out a little bit more, but the stronger magnet should help. Or you could slide it down here at the bottom and hold it there. But I like easy access. I like to get it just from there. All right. So, oh my goodness, that is beautiful. Wait. Let me see if I can get you guys to see it again. All right, let's see. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, no, you can't. It was a nice screensaver, and it was colored. But here's some color. Let's see. Experience the paper-like clarity of Kindle. Your Kindle uses a special type of screen that's designed to look and feel like paper. You may notice the screen refresh occasionally. This helps keep everything crisp and clear as you need. Is that an M dash? Did AI write this? All right. Nope. I don't want a passcode. Oh, look at that new screen. All right. So this is the new home screen. Can you see that? So we have a quick notes section. We have a jump back in to your notebook, and then recently added books features. And we have a workspace versus a notebook on the previous. So if I go there, it takes me, that was kind of quick. It takes me to my notebooks. I only have 2. Here, you'll see it goes right to my library. It's telling me that I can share books. It's going to download my books. And even that, you got some color there, which is, that's kind of cute. Go back to home. I really like the quick notes. Okay, I'm going to take a little note. Let me see what this. Here we go. Here's the experience. Oh, maybe I got to go in there. Okay, I got to go into it. All right, so we're in here. It is currently on the pen setting, and let's pick a little color here. We're gonna go with red. So, pen setting, red. I probably should do like an overview camera, but it's all good. Let me write some red stuff here. Okay, red stuff. Let me see if so I usually use, oh, okay. So in here, I usually use the fountain pen. This is my choice. Probably that. Probably go black. Let's see how this works. This is a test. Okay, that's not bad. And then the eraser, that is definitely quicker. Oh, I love that erase. But yeah, you can kind of see there was some red stuff. Let me get you some other colors in here. Let's go with blue. Some blue stuff. I don't know if I gotta, I'm sorry, I gotta figure out if I like the writing experience here. Let me take a minute with this. Okay, there's that one. Let me fill this one. Sorry, I got you're just gonna be here for the ride. Oh. I don't know. This was supposed to have more paper-like feeling and more friction. But I don't know if that's true. I kind of think this is better. Hold on, let me see if I can write with this one. So I can still use this pen on both, and I can use. Oh, let me see if it feels like that on here. Yeah, even wait. Can you hear that? Hold on. Listen, just listen. This is this one. This is the new pen on the original Kindle Scribe. Listen. You hear that? Okay. This is the new pen on the new one. And I guess you can hear it. There's more friction. There's more drag with the original. And I think I'm probably going to have to get used to this. I think I like the drag of the original. I guess I'm gonna have to keep playing with it to see which one I like more. Oh, in hand, the older one with the case definitely feels a little heavier than the color. Like there's a difference in weight there. I questioned having this. I do get why people like it because it does give you sort of a clear place to sort of rest your hand on, but you lose some of that screen real estate. And here, I think this is fine. And I appreciate more screen real estate. You'll see the difference in like color because I have this one turned down quite a bit. This one's probably still up very high. You can see both of those. Let's go to a book. All right, let me see. It's probably like a lot of other things that I should be testing here, but let's find a book. I probably should download like something with color. That's probably what you all want to see, eh? All right, here we go. Here's a comic, Living with Mochi, just to give you a nice view of those colors. Again, like they're muted, but it's nice. It's a nice addition. Here, let me see what that looks like on the other one, so you can kind of see the difference in the colors. Just to make this a fair comparison, I turned the brightness on the screen light to the same, so they're both currently at 21. And, bruh, chill out. All right, there we go. I guess. Oh, there was an issue. So if I touch that screen, I turn the page. And so I got to make sure that I'm really specific at where I put this at, or I'm going to turn the screen. Whereas here, I have that big tab on the side there. so it doesn't happen. Maybe I'll stand up. Ah, there we go. Old man knees. So you can see that, you know, there's the color. Even the light, I mean, maybe I got that light warmer. But even though, you know, there's like, it's subtle, but I think it's just like the right amount of subtleness. So I'm excited. I'm excited to, here, let me give you a few more pages here. I can't go side by side because I just don't have that kind of, but like that would be pleasant. Like you can see those colors. I don't know what colors they are, but I see them. And you know, that's nice. Text is really nice. Like that'll be fun. That'll be fun. That color aspect of it will be fun. But I'm really interested in the writing experience. I think that's the biggest thing for me. So there you go. There's my unboxing and rambling and all of the above. Hit me up in the comments. Look, I got both devices right now. I know that, you know, the 640, 650 is kind of pricey. I think I paid like $250 for this on Black Friday. So there's a huge difference in price to get to this device. And I know a lot of people are probably wondering, if I already have a Scribe, is there a need to upgrade to this Colorsoft Scribe? And I don't know. I'm gonna figure that out. But if there are questions that you have or things you want me to test out between the two devices and get back to you with answers, let me know in the comments. I got you. In the meantime, let me get off here. I'm gonna go drink some tea or something because I gotta get rid of this. And maybe I'll finish this little book about my guy Mochi here. All right, till next time. See ya.